Okay, Andy, we just had a quick chat with Will, our new signing there. It's a big signing for Southport Football Club, that, isn't it? It's good to get somebody on quite a long contract and a permanent move for us.
Yeah, really good, really pleased, really excited by him. He's had a good football education. Big club in Leicester City, obviously came through their academy. Fantastic education there, and learnt his trade there. Then moved up to Fleetwood Town, who have really good established football league club who have developed their academy over the last few years, and both Jim and myself know people in there, and they're good people, and they worked hard with him and developed him, and he's had some real good loans. So it's a good signing for us, a really exciting signing for us. It's important that we start to look a little bit longer term with certain things. So to get him on a 2.5 year contract is good for us, and gives him a bit of stability, and we know that we've got him for a period of time now, and we can work with him and develop him, and we're really excited by it.
It's a big commitment for the club, isn't it? 2.5. You don't get many of those at Southport over the last few years, so it is a big commitment for the club. You must have quite a lot of faith in him.
Yeah, absolutely. We've done we've done a lot of work on him in terms of due diligence, and spoken to a lot of people. As I say, we know people, different individuals at Fleetwood. I've spoken to people he played with at Leicester, people who have seen him at Hyde and South Shields and Marine, and as I say, lots and lots of real good things have been said about him. So, when we started talking about what we could offer him, we felt it was important to show faith in him and show that the club believed in him. And he's 21 years old. We think he's got a lot of development, a lot of growth in him. It didn't take us long to come to the decision that we wanted to give him a longer contract and give him the opportunity to flourish here, and I think he will.
Yeah. What sort of player would you describe him as?
He's a bit of an all-rounder, but I think ultimately he's a little bit of a throwback, I think, to an old-fashioned number 9. He's
I like those.
He's 6'2", 6'3". He's a powerful boy. He can get hold of it. His play with his back to goal was really good. But he's also athletic with that, and he can run, and he can get in between centre halves. He can run channels, so he's a bit of an all-rounder, and that excites us. You don't get many of them nowadays. He said to us himself that he enjoys crosses coming in and getting over the back of defenders, and it's important as a team that we help supply him, and we play to his strengths. But I think he's one who can do a bit of everything. He's got to develop lots of parts of his game. He understands that. He knows that. He's a really mature lad. He's got a good head on his shoulders. So he knows he's not the finished article yet. But he's coming in here to continue his development. And as I say, we're looking forward to working with him and hopefully helping him develop in that way over the next few years.
Excellent. Okay, we've had another move this week, haven't we, with Festus Arthur coming in. Can you tell us a little bit about Festus?
Well, he's a big centre half, obviously from Halifax. He had a big move, I think, when he was 18, 19, up to the Championship with Hull. He played in Stockport's first team at a young age, and he went up to Hull. I think he's had 1 or 2 injury issues over the last couple of years, but he's fit now, and he's come to play some football with us. We've had obviously the issues at centre half with.
Very unlucky at centre half over this season.
Absolutely, yeah. And obviously Harry's on 9 bookings and things, so we had to make sure that we brought one in that was going to strengthen us and improve us, and Festus does that. I think he's certainly somebody who lots of people have spoke to the gaffer and myself since we brought him in and said, you've got a real good player there. And I looked at him when I was at Mansfield. I think Jim looked at him when he was at Fleetwood, and there was lots of talk about him. As I say, to get that move up to the Championship with Hull City was a big thing for him. For whatever reason, it's not quite worked out, but he's got the opportunity now to come in, play some games, and try and get his fitness levels back up at the same time as hopefully helping us get some results.
Yeah, and has Will Squire's gone back to his parent club?
Yeah, Will's gone back to Blackpool. He's come in, and a difficult period for us. We've had some difficult results, but he's he's conducted himself fantastically. He's shown himself at times. He's got better as it went on. You know, he was obviously involved in the game at Gloucester. Then we came back into it, and then the win at home against Darlington, which, you know, hopefully, you know, sends him away with the confidence. Kept a clean sheet, and he had a good game that day against Darlington. So, you know, he's been fantastic in terms of coming in and being part of the group, and he's not been any issues with him. He's, you know, he's worked his socks off, and, you know, he goes back to Blackpool with our blessing, and you know, hopefully now Festus can come in and get us through the next period of games, and you know, we can see where that takes us.
Nice local game to look forward to on Saturday, which is obviously going to be highly charged. What they did to us on the opening day will be after a bit of revenge, but something to look forward to, isn't it? Games like that, they presented a challenge for us to, you know, with the new lads that have come in since then. You must be looking forward to it. Yeah,
as you say, there's a few changes to the squad that from the first day of the season, which obviously didn't go to plan. But it's a local derby. It's, you know, a lot of their players have played for us. I think some of ours have been there. We obviously know a lot about them. We know it'll be tough. They've had a good season so far.
Good record.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's not a nice place to go. It'll be, you know, quite hostile. You know, they've had a positive. I think they'd see it as a positive comeback against that. Well, certainly see it as a positive comeback against Alfreton, coming from 2 goals down and scoring two late goals. So it'll
with
be
the
tough.
Goalkeeper scoring the winner.
With the goalkeeper getting on the score sheet. So we'll have to make sure we pick him up from set pieces. No, listen, it'll be a tough Saturday afternoon for us, and, you know, we're not expecting anything less. But we'll go there on the back of two real good results, really, in the end at Gloucester and the win over Darlington, and, you know, we'll go there with confidence. We've got belief in this group, and we've regained that, I think, over the last couple of games, and you know, we want to continue that run now. We've had a couple of good periods throughout this season where we've gone on good runs, and we want to continue that now. So it's an important one for us, and we're looking forward to it.
Brilliant. Thanks very much for your time, Andy.
Thanks, Rob.